Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, that website for Suzie, Serenity by Suzie at Gmail.
That's the email address.
Oh, well,
I'm guessing it's
like I said,
.com at the end.
Yeah, .com, yeah.
Yeah.
like I said, I'm crap with
Yeah,
internet stuff.
don't quote us on all any emails and shit we give out. Just do your own research, guys. That's what we say. Do your
Just
own
look
research.
for Serenity, and she does what
By
we were
Suzie.
talking by Suzie. Serenity is peace, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what that there what we was talking about just then. Sorry.
Oh, hang on, sorry, yeah.
Go for it,
Also, if you do, when you do go and have a private session with her, right?
Yeah.
What she does before she does the session with you, she'll do you a little nighttime meditation to listen to, right? And you fall asleep to her voice, and she gets you to do these certain breathing exercises and that. So you're gearing yourself up to when you have your session, right? When you do go and sit with her, you do you fill out all these bits and pieces, forms and whatever, and she talks about what you want to do. At the end of your session, the next day, she then gives you a tape or recording thing that you listen to. I think it's 21 days.
Yeah,
you
it's-
listen to her on the spin, right?
When
And
you're
that-
in bed.
yeah, and you fall asleep to her, right? I still listen to her every night now, right? And you get into this breathing bit. I don't hear no more. Boom, you're out
Yeah,
like a
you're
light,
asleep.
right?
Okay.
But all that is going in your nut subconsciously, and that's what's dealing with that stuff that's deep
You know,
inside your head.
Ollie, you're not the only one that needs it. There's probably a queue of people here who've got issues or something. Like, I definitely need to see someone, you know what I mean?
George, we're all really worried about you.
No, don't be worried about me. I'm breathing, you know. I'm not hungry. I'm warm, you know. I got friends. I got love in my life, you know. So
But what's that little thing? I mean, don't speak about it on the air, but there's that little thing because I can sit in your
There's
face.
always something missing, George.
There's that little bit there.
There's always something missing.
you know what it is?
There is.
Satisfaction.
Wait.
I'm not satisfied with
With
how my life is.
So-
How my life is become, regardless of what. You know, there's Nick.
Well, because of
Do you
something.
feel like
right?
there's something
I
more?
should.
There
Yeah,
should be something more
I
to
should.
something.
Yeah, I should be something more. And then
I've seen a change in you, though. I've seen a change in you since you started doing this.
what do you mean? Or maybe you've gotten to know me better.
No. Like from
Purpose.
knowing you through the shop,
Yeah.
right? I mean, you're still you. You ain't changed.
Yeah.
You're not like you ain't grown hair or nothing
No,
because that's physically impossible.
it's
But
not happening. Let's go
But
talking.
I have seen you're a lot more positive with the way your outlook on life is now. Like, before you was positive when you come in the shop. Let's not knock you.
Yeah. No,
But you always had a downer
yeah.
on
Yeah.
that. There was a negative spin to the positivity that you was trying to put out. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and I agree with you. I just find this doing a podcast is my way of, you know, I'm going to be like this. Please, ladies and gentlemen, don't find me condescending. I don't mean to be coming over condescending to you guys who are listening and to the panel around the table. I just want to be straight. You see, I've got a lot to say. And when you've grown up with shit education and then a neurodiversity on top of that being dyslexia for me, and then to icing on the cake being foreign, being looked at as foreign. I mean, my first language was Greek. You know, I didn't learn English till I was 6-ish, yeah, maybe. So it's led a bit of a difficult life in my younger years, you know, like probably pre-10. And then at 8 years old, we moved into an estate and everybody was black. And I kind of fell out. I didn't know where I fitted, you know. And then I found a group of guys, you know, all black, you know, fitted in perfectly, got on like a house on fire. But when you're a certain type of person, a lot of people that do smile a lot and make a lot of jokes and humor, you know, I don't know if it's an automatic facade an automatic mask to portray one way when you probably feel another.
I would say it's like a safety blanket. Do you know what I mean? Like a comfort blanket.
Well,
I was like that at school because I couldn't read and write. You're probably the same, right?
Yeah.
So I'd always be the joker, and I'd stand out more than I wanted to. Take it away from the fact I can't read and write.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, and that's it.
But I found a lot of my issues are with my own self-worth, and I think that's what you're suffering with.
Yeah, there's a thing called imposter syndrome. Has anyone heard of this? You've heard it, don't you? Okay, cool.
Yes.
Affirmative. You've heard of it. I went, and I'll tell you what it is. I've never heard of it before. Last year, probably last year, a year ago, or maybe a little bit more, from my boss, because he said, "George, are you all right?" I'm like, "Gov, I don't feel I'm good enough for the job. I don't know why." "Oh no, George, you're brilliant. You're this, that, and the other on there." I'm like, "Yeah, I know I do everything on time and everything is there on the button. You know what I'm saying? No problems, never late, whatever. Everything's sweet. But I still don't feel I'm good enough for this job." He's like, "George, that's known as imposter syndrome." I'm like, "What?" Syndrome for everything, apparently. I didn't know. And I'm like, ever since then, I've been thinking about it. What do I want from life? Do I want to, if I focus at work, where is it going to lead me? There's just so many questions. And could it be a midlife crisis? I don't know. I don't know. Going through the andropause, maybe. Because a lot of stuff that you've talked about, the andropause, I've felt that for the last few years. Sorry guys, I don't mean this to be an opening cancelling session, but when you come back and you say, when I do this, it's because I'm opinionated. I've met many people throughout life, and leaving school without an education, I have had to self-teach myself from leaving school, because I thought I could leave school with nothing and like, chat, it will be good. Well, not when you're talking to people with shitty sentences, that the words maybe double negatives and this, that, and the other, and and people might be sniggering behind your back and so on, and then you're going looking for, like, I'm gonna go and learn something. I know I can't properly, but I will, and get better at it and try, because it's like, I don't want people to laugh at me, because you're self-conscious of the way you've been grown, the way you've grown. You've been bullied left, right, and centre by all nations. Shit, should have called me Bennett, and I got beat up by every nation. You know what I mean? So it's all good. But there are things that you start to think about when you get to a certain age, when the clock's ticking, when you could have done so much better. And educating myself to I don't know, probably basic level coming out of school. I don't know. I'm not a professor or nothing, put it that way. But I like different subjects. I study different subjects. I read about different subjects. I research different subjects. And they range from archaeology to zoology. It could be anything. And, people, that. Oh, I don't know. I just know stupid shit. But it's getting me by. And in effect, I can sit with anybody and have an opinion. And because I've read a little bit about something, I'm not blank between the ears. And for me, it's confidence. I come across cocky and confident, but inside, of late, I've been feeling more and more nervous and anxious, So, and that's kind of constant. But when I do this with you guys, or if I'm just doing this, it's a form of an outlet, and a form of, for me, freedom of speech. which is very, very important, because without if there's tape over your mouth and you don't have the freedom of speech to say what you want to say, then we're not living in a democracy, and we're not challenging and debating to learn from debate. You know, that's the whole point. If a racist was sitting right here next to me, I'd want to hear his opinion. And you know what? The majority of my black mates would want to sit there and it's like, yeah, let's hear your opinion. Let me know why you don't like me because of the color of my skin. And why should it be offensive to you? Why should you not like me because of the color of my skin? Just that basic thing. I think I will want to know that. Why don't you like me because of the color of my skin? You know, because it's a few shades darker than yours. And we're all human. We're all people. So this is why I love doing this. And it's like a different hat I put on automatically. That this gives me pleasure. This gives me an outlet to talk to people. And it might ring with some people that can't admit it. Or it might ring with some people that, yeah, I agree, you know, or they feel the same way. And to let them know that they're not alone in this world. Whatever we talk about here, you think it's just us sitting around this table that think what we think. There's millions of people that think the way we think. And sometimes it's like when you're isolated in pockets and you don't know that you think that you're the only one going through that feeling. When you hear it online or wherever it may be, you hear it from, it's like, what? That sounds like me. And, you know, it's that connection of knowing that there's others like you out there. Simple as that. We're not unique. We are with our characteristics to an extent, but, you know, what we've been through in life is not essentially unique. Everyone does have different experiences, but there are a lot of people that have had the same experience, you know. And I enjoy talking to you guys. I think it's great for mental health. It's the laugh. I love laughing. You know, I like joking with you guys. I like the jokes back. You know, okay, we're a little bit blue, but hey, we're adults. And the sign does say warning explicit content. And when I do put it online, it's got not made for kids. So, you know what I mean? if they decide to listen to my shit, it's not my fault. You know,
they might learn something.
They might do. You know, they might do.
Could you imagine having us as teachers,
mate?
Oh, you sit down, little shit.
That's
right.
Yourself.
Yeah, whack.
You know what I mean? There's some of that.
Is that how you spoke to yourself when you were regressed?
Yeah. No, I didn't actually. No. Do you know what? Right.
He spoke.
No, I didn't. But can't.
It's different. It's weird, isn't it? Yeah.
So I don't really want to knock my old man, really. Right?
No, you don't have to, man. You don't have to. You know, listen.
There was a lot of issues. My issues are with my dad. Right, and he was a very loving man. In the way that he would do anything for you, but there was no outward love.
Couldn't feel it.
No, he would never tell me he loved me, or my brother. I don't think, right, or my mum for that. I've never ever see him say like, he loved my mum or nothing, and I think that upset me a lot.
That's important to you.
But yeah, when my first when Lou was born, when my first one was born, I made a vow to myself. I'm not going to be like the old man. I'm going to break the fucking mould.
That's
and,
all.
And I said, I remember holding him in my arms, and I was like, I'll tell you I love you every day, boy. Do you know what I mean?
But didn't he show you he loved you? For action?
That's why I said,
Mate,
is that important?
listen,
to you? Some people feel love in different ways. Yeah.
I'll give you for instance, right? He never came to anything I did, right? Never said well done, but fuck all. But everyone else.
But he might have just been extremely introverted.
Everyone else that met him said, "What are you on about? Your dad fucking loves you. He says you're the bollock to this, that, and the other."
Yeah.
You know that fucker once, right? I was about 5. He got me out of bed. I remember I was in bed, I was in my pyjamas, right? He got me downstairs. His mates were around. He went, draw that again. I drew I can't remember what it was, Dennis the Menace or some shit, something out of a comic or something. I drew.
You know, he might have been compensating for the thing that was missing in him. How you say to your son, "I love you every day."
Right, guys.
He might
Sorry,
have been playing that.
Ollie,
same
hold
role.
that. we're coming to the end of this.
But
Please, let's
in a
carry on
weird-
in a second.
no.
Thank you very much.